Hey there, Beady Besties. Happy Monday, my loves. Happy Monday. I hope that your day was wonderful. I hope you guys don't have the case of the Mondays. And if you do, then I really hope that we can bring you some smiles here. Guys, we have a fun. We're going to be getting into some fun Gemstone Orphanage yard sale. We're going to look at some of Kyle's purchases from the yard sale. And we're probably also going to make a project because, guys, the Gemstone Orphanage has a contest going on this whole month, as we do every month. But Kyle's been a little bit remiss, and I have not entered the last couple weeks. So I'm looking to fix that today, friends. So we're going to enter that hopefully today. We're going to come up with a project, and we'll talk more about that in a second. Oh my goodness, guys, look, this is the last of our original cards. Oh my goodness. Dun, 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 dun. Why am I doing that? I don't know. But anyway, let's take a look, guys. This is a very special card. Instead of thinking outside of the box, get rid of the box. That's what I say, friends. Who needs boxes anyway? Come on now. All right, guys, so let's get into it. We are going to be looking at our Gemstone Orphanage goodies. Now, guys, this is from a yard sale quite some time ago, a couple weeks ago. I got this while I was on vacation. I did open it, but I did not open the contents yet. So let's go ahead and take our invoice out. Let's see what we got here. So it looks like Kyle spent This is not a bill. Well, it's an invoice, but I don't know how much I spent. I think it was like $63. But guys, I get a little bit of a discount because I'm a moderator over there. So I do get a little employee discount. But I think altogether my order was $63. All right. So, ooh, okay. And also, Miss Debbie says that there is some prize winnings in here as well. Apparently, I did enter. Includes party bag anniversary. So apparently I did do one of the challenges. I don't know. But guys, sometimes that's what will happen if you do the challenges over on Facebook. Sometimes you'll get your party packages when you get your boxes or when you get your orders. Or if you want to get it right away, you can pay the shipping and they will give that to you. And I also got a little thank you. Look at those cubes. So we'll get into those in a second, but let's get, this is a big bag of beads, my friends, but let's get into this. Okay, I'm remembering this now. So these were bags of scrap leather that I bought. And let me give you the prices in a second. And I'm just going to kind of finagle my receipt so you guys can't see my address. So these were faux leather scraps. One was $2.25. I got 3, obviously. Faux leather scraps. 1. And then other faux leather scraps. I got 2. Okay, so the one that I got 2 of were $3.50 for both. And then the one I got the 1 of was a little bit more. That one was... Did we say $2.25? Hold on. $2.25. But that's this one. This one's a little fancy. It's a little fancy, friends. Ooh, I guess we could bring a bead net out, couldn't we? Because we're civilized here, friends. We're civilized. All right, so basically, and oh, hold on a second. I want to show you guys something, but let me just take out. These are a lot of scraps in here. So these are leather scraps that I got because you guys, do you remember? That's my chair. Do you remember we got a whole mess ton of these? I think I got them from one of the box stores, but anyway, I digress. And I was like, what are we going to do with these? Because our friend Laura Filkins, she kind of gave me the idea. She was painting a lot of them with acrylic markers and paints and all kinds of fun stuff. But I don't want to copy her, so I'm like, well, I'm going to think of something that's going to come along. And then I got this bright idea when I saw these leather scraps that we could just make all kinds of just leather earrings and maybe do fun stuff. So let's look at some of these colors. And guys, these are scraps. So we do have some, decent sheets here. This one's even got, there we go. And then we have some scrap pieces. But guys, these are still going to be big enough for 2 pairs of earrings. And there's so many different textures, colors. We could do, multiple scraps. We can do so much. So I'm going to definitely, ooh, that one's pretty. I'm definitely going to have fun with this idea. Let's empty this one out. Here we go. Just different scraps. Ooh, look at this is a vibe. These three colors together. Ooh, that's a whole vibe right there. A nice white. There's a pink. This one's really smooth. This one's kind of shiny. That one's shiny. And then two more of these larger pieces. So guys, that was 2 bags. These were $3 altogether. Is that what I said? I forget what I said. I feel like it was 10 minutes ago. All right, let's put those aside. And these are the fancier scraps. These are a little bit more money, but these are printed. The prints are fancier. Ooh, so we got like this leopard. Got these roses. Those are really pretty. Ooh, look at that one's got like sparkles in it. That's really pretty. Here's one that's like a vinyl. That's different. Ooh, like mermaid. These are really pretty. These two could go together almost. Look at that one. Ooh, I love that one. Ooh, butterflies. These make me so happy. This is going to be fun, you guys. Look at that one. It's shiny. Ooh, there's another glittery one. Love, love, love these. Ooh, look at that holographic one. That one's pretty dope, my friends. That's what the kids say, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, this is my idea, and we will have to play around with that and see how that goes. But guys, that's a lot of scraps for a really cheap amount of price. So let me just tell you a little bit about the Gemstone Orphanage before we get into more stuff. And a lot of you guys already know. And by the way, they just started their subscription. They're rebooted. It's not the same program. It's a little bit different, but they have rebooted a subscription box again, which is going to be every other month, guys. I'll put all the necessary links and all the stuff into the description box. But we should be getting our boxes soon. I think she said the last week of September, maybe. I'm not sure, but it'll be for October. And then the next box won't be until December. Now, October is sold out, guys. So if you sign up now to become in the subscription program, your first box will be December's box because October is sold out. So, and then also, guys, every so often, at least once a month, the Gemstone Orphanage has an auction and a yard sale, and or the last time it was a little bit of both in one. And that's over on YouTube, and those are usually on Saturdays. And then the last Saturday of every month is the party line, which is our live over there at Gemstone Orphanage, where we go and see what is going on, what is coming up. We get all the good info for the Gemstone Orphanage. Oh my gosh, my stuff is spilling out because I bought so much. All right, guys, let's do a jump or two. Holy smokes. All right, where's my list? Guys, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of gemstone stuff. So let me just go ahead and sort. Well, these strands are amazing. So let me go ahead and sort those. Oh no, there's a loose bead in here. Sir, where do you belong? I'm just going to put you over here. Oh my goodness. I got so many of these strands. They just never end. That's okay. We don't want them to end. Oh my goodness. Let's just put all of the gemstone strands out here. Look how many of those I bought. I bought so many. All right, let me just move these guys over here to the side, and then we'll go down the list. All right, so first on our list is a crystal disc light blue grade, and these were $3.60, which are these guys here. And you guys know, oops, we love the Gemstone Orphanage crystals. And I don't know why. I guess maybe they both look knotted, but there's a spare dude running around, and I did not grab a dish. So the Gemstone Orphanage has the most amazing crystal discs ever. Look how beautiful they are. Aren't they beautiful? That color is so pretty. Love those. That little extra one is like the spirit bead. Okay. And you get 20 of those. And again, those were $3.60. Well worth it, I promise you. Next, we're going to look at some Crystal Plum Blossoms, 10 millimeter. in sapphire, and these were 90 cents. And I'm going to tell you the prices, guys, just so you can see what a really good deal it is to shop over there. So these are some crystal blossoms. And if I'm not mistaken, I think these were in the princess box, which was Miss Dina's box. I could be wrong. There might have been bigger ones in there. I'm not sure. But I thought these were just so pretty. And I hope that we figured out our focus issue, guys, because I've been playing around with my light panel, and I think hopefully this one isn't so like glaringly bright. But also I hope that it's bright enough. So I guess we'll have to see together. Those are super cute. Only 90 cents. They're super cute, and you get 6. So you can make 3 pairs of earrings. You can put them in bracelet, necklace, whatever you want to do. All right, next we're going to look at some glass imitation jade bamboo in white. In blue white 12 by 8, and these were $1.35, and I thought these looked really pretty. I believe these might have also been in Dina's box. Guys, I was doing the yard sale, but then when I got into the actual Gemstone Orphanage, I started just like kind of going into all the other places and buying stuff. Like I went into the box extras, and I think this is where I got these. So these are just a beautiful bamboo shaped glass, and one side is white, one side is this beautiful color, blue color. I just thought they were really, really interesting. So pretty. We might be using those in our project today, friends. I don't know. I forgot what I had ordered, and hopefully we can fit something into our project. So the project over there is this month. It is what would I wear on that vacation? So I missed the first 2 weeks, which I think one was Italy, and one was, I think the first one was a safari, which would have been perfect to go with some of our other stuff that we got lately. But anyway, I missed the train on those. So this week it is Tibet, my friends. So we have to come up with a piece of jewelry that we would wear if we were on vacation in Tibet. All right, the next couple, okay, so we already got the leather. Now we're going to look at some of these gemstone strands. So the first one we're going to look at is the green aventurine, and that is, this was $3. And they're saying this is half a strand. You guys, this is a pretty big half a strand if you ask me. But, so we have all of these like spears. And they're not graduated or anything. They're all different sizes. But, you know, you can graduate them if you want. It's just this beautiful green aventurine color. Love those. We might use these. I don't know. All right, next we're going to look at an imperial jasper. Oh, and those were $3. $3, my friends. Next we're going to look at imperial jasper, and this is a graduated strand, and this is in the, because I got a couple of the imperial jaspers. So imperial jasper graduated spears in the rose, and that was $5. So I believe that's this one. I believe this is the rose, and these are graduated. So you will see. Let me just move these guys to the side so you can see the graduation here. How we have the smaller ones up here, and it's just this beautiful collar. And I don't know, friends. That might be something Tibetan. We'll just have this beautiful collar. We can put some little spacers in here. You know, I don't know. That could be fun. That was $5. And then we have the gem rock crystal spear half strand. That was $4, which is this guy. So this is just some beautiful, you can see some little crackles in there. Just beautiful, beautiful rock crystal. These are not the graduated. These are like the aventurine, and they're just assorted sizes here. We'll put them on the white dish. I don't know why. They kind of disappear, but ma'am, what in the tap dancing is going on over here? Danny and Mike are having a little gathering. Mike loves Danny, and he's like, oh, sorry guys, that was so loud. And he's always trying to like headbutt her and nuzzle her in her ears and stuff like that and lick her. And sometimes she likes it, but I think she's starting to get a little antsy about it now. I think she's like, that's enough, Mike. All right, guys, next we're going to look at an Amazonite spear half strand, and these were $4. Oh, so pretty. Look at those. Oh my goodness, you guys. Those Amazonite are beautiful. So you have this really just beautiful light, very, very light blue with some of that white and cream. A little bit of tan and a little bit of beige in there. I think Amazonite is just like the perfect beachy jewelry color. But we can also try to do something to make it a little bit more fall-like. I don't know. Or we could save it for the summer. It doesn't matter. Okay, next, you know what matters, guys? I don't know if you can see my glasses, but they're fogged up again. It's so hot in here. I forgot to turn my fan off. I'm just going to wipe my glasses off, friends. Whew. We have the air conditioner on today. We had to put the air on today. It's the first time we put it on in a while. It was like almost 90 degrees today. It was just obnoxious, my friends. It was just obnoxious. All right, so next we're going to look at, and we already looked at the faux leather. Oh, now we're going to look at these red, white, and blue leather teardrops. We get 2 sets, and these were $1.20. And guys, we got these in a box a long time ago, in our firecracker box, and I just thought they were so pretty, so I ordered another set. And you can just use these like this, and that's what I did in my project. But Miss Debbie did some fun, she cut them into shapes, and I thought that was really interesting. So I wanted to buy another set so I can go back and look at her tutorial and kind of do the same thing. And then I figured I could give my sister a set, and then we can have little matching earrings. I thought that would be fun. Okay. All right, and next we are looking at light gold head pins, 100 count. These were $1. And I didn't even have to ask if, you know, these head pins were footed properly because they're from Steve and Debbie, so I know they're footed properly. But sometimes, guys, you'll get head pins, and these are centered. You'll get head pins that aren't centered, and they're like making hard left-hand turns. They're just basically like boop, boop. But these are nice and centered, and I needed a really good light gold head pin, so I thought for $1, I probably should have ordered more. I probably should have. Did I only order one? I wasn't thinking about that, was I? Yeah, I only ordered one. Should have ordered 2. Okay, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Here we are. All right. Got a couple more things here to look at. So now we have a black onyx half strand, and this was $3. So this is this guy. Again, just like the Amazonite and the crystal. Just different assorted size spears. This guy looks pretty much like, they all look pretty even, actually. If you ask me, I think those are probably the most even. Those are really pretty. All right. Next we have Imperial Jasper graduated spears mixed. $5. And it could be either one of these. I'm not sure because these are both Imperial Jasper. So let's see what the other one says. Imperial Jasper. Okay, so this is the mixed. This is the purple. Oh, mixed. I get it because it's so many different colors. Durcal. But look at these colors. And again, we have the graduated strand, my friends. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, yeah. She's a graduated. She's a graduated. Oh, maybe we'll use this. I don't know, friends. We have to make some Tibetan-style jewelry. And then we have it in the purple, and the purple is so pretty. Oh, I can see the purple and the black doing something together. Oh, can we see this, guys? Do we see the vision here? And that was the acorn that just hit my ceiling, if you heard it. Oh, look at this vision. Look how pretty these are. Let me bring them up to the camera as I was busy playing with them and not showing you guys. Look at all those different patterns in there. They're so pretty. And that purple, oh my goodness, so special. So special. And then here are the different colored ones. We've got greens in there and reds and oranges and purples and blues. Just about every single color. Roses, pinks. We've got them all, friends. There's some beigey colors and some salmon colors. Just so many different colors. And you guys know I'm a big, I love colors. I love colors. So this is all just absolutely amazing. We still have a couple more things, guys. Believe it or not. This was all like $62. I think. I don't know. It says 23, but that's because I had a discount. That's how much I physically paid. But that was with my discount. Okay. Enough about that. All right. So next we're going to look at some blister pearls. We get 25 of these in autumn orange. And these were only $1. And these are very interesting. Like, I don't know. I just thought they were so cool. So here they are. Look at, first of all, let's look at this orange color. My goodness. And then I'm trying to, so that one is drilled like this. So it's like a tooth. And I think I think they're all kind of drilled like that. Some of them are just a little funky, which is fine. But I just thought they would be, I don't know, interesting. I thought they would be interesting for some earrings or something. Look at those. Those are like, those are cool. Where are you drilled at? Oh, through the side. Look at that. That's pretty fancy. That's pretty fancy. Ooh, let's put him here with the black. There's a whole Halloween vibe happening right there. All right. Next, we're going to look at a Glass Designer Hearts in HP Black, which means half-plated. Half-plated black on PL Purple. I don't know what the PL stands for, though. PL Purple. I don't know, but these are darn pretty. Holy smokes. Are we seeing these? Oh my gosh. So there's the back, which is, of course, like it says, it's black. And then on the other side, we have this gorgeous, okay then, we have this gorgeous smoky purpley color. And then if you move it in the light, you get some other colors. You get a little bit of yellow in some of them. Well, this one anyway, for sure. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh. These are going to make really pretty earrings. So pretty. Okay. All right, friends. And we got a couple more things. We're going to look at some flat leather cord with a flower pattern. Again, this was also in a past box that we received. And I just wanted to get some more because I thought it was just really pretty. So it is printed on the one side. And then the other side is black. And then we have this beautiful floral print, and you get a whole mess ton of it. Oh my gosh, it's like a whole yard here, I think. Yep, 1 yard. That's very generous, my friends. You can do lots of stuff with that guy. All right, and now we're gonna look at a metallic rondelle in 3 colors, guys, and I got 2 of the 3 colors here. I don't know why I didn't get all 3. I should have, but these were $2.50. And we have the metallic AB rose and the metallic green. Oh, I think I bought the other color before. I think that's why. And these are 20 pieces per strand. So there we are. There's the rose, and then there's the green purple. And oh guys, you know what? These might be really pretty in some of my Halloween earrings right now. Ooh. Love those. So sparkly. So sparkly. So pretty. All right, guys, and we got one more thing to look at, I think. Chain. Yes, I bought some chain. And this is stainless steel curb chain. We got a yard of it, and it was $1.50. I like a good stainless steel chain, and I just thought that was pretty. It's just your basic little link, you know, nothing fancy, just good old dependable stainless steel chain, my friends. Just good old dependable chain. And now let's look at also some of my prizes that I won from the last contest that I didn't remember that I entered, but look at me. And again, here's our free gifts. We got some little crystal cubes with the AB finish. All right, let's put the chain here. We might be using that. So I'm thinking Tibetan style jewelry. Now, Tibetan style jewelry, to me, it can be like a lot of bright colors. I often think of reds and blues and oranges. Also, I usually think of big metal pieces or spacers or some kind of, you know, metal pieces. Oh, this is really pretty. So here we have a strand of, well, I'm not sure what it is, but it's beautiful. It might be a gemstone. It might not. I'm not really sure. Could just be some glass, some like drux or something. It looks a little too even to be a gemstone, or it could just be a really saturatedly dyed gemstone. I'm not sure, friends. But I think that is check glass, but I could be wrong. And then we got some of these. And guys, I bought some of these in the last yard sale, and I love them so much. So I'm so happy to be getting these. Because I think I used almost all of mine, or I used a good portion of them. Remember that Dragon Queen bracelet I made? I think that's what I put in there. And then we have some, ooh, these are probably a gemstone. So these are probably either an onyx or an obsidian. I'm going to say these are probably onyx. Very pretty. They look to be about a good 6 millimeter. Ooh, we could use these in our, oh no, in our project. We're too short, friends. We're too short. Oh, we're one short. We'll find it. We could use those in our project. And then we have some, looks like some lapis hearts here. And those are beautiful, beautiful little lapis hearts. Love those. Pretty, pretty. All right, friends. Well, we got a lot of stuff here for our perusal. I don't think we're going to be using that, so I'm going to move that out. I'm going to move that out. I don't think we're going to use that either. All right. So let's see. Well, let's shop our project, friends. And I'm just moving some bags around to get a little to get a little organized. Okay, so I got our shopping cart. Let's shop our project. So I don't know, since I really didn't get any pendants or anything. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll just make a necklace. Maybe we'll just make like a collar necklace. What do we think about that? I really like these, but these would look pretty in there in between those, I think, too. We could do black. I really love this purple strand too. But would that be Tibetan, my friends? Would that be Tibetan? You know, we're going to do one of these. I say we do... Will these go? Not so much. Oh my goodness, friends, I don't know, because it's not it's not really curated too good, is it? Tibetan. Oh, you know what? Let's put these in the cart. Are they going to fall out? We might have to put them in the basket. We're just going to put them in the cart. We might use them. I don't know. The blue ones. We can use that, and maybe this strand. Okay, and maybe we'll do some of the black. That's a pretty combination, the blue and the black. What do we think about that? Just maybe. Maybe just in case. Okay, friends. Well, oh, let me grab those too. All right. Let me go and clean this mess up, and I'm going to take a peek of what I have that I could maybe add as a pendant. And then, yeah, and then we'll be right back, friends. All right, friends, and we're back. And, so, yeah. So I had a little bit of a design conundrum because I really couldn't, I was trying to make a copacetic piece with, I didn't have all the right colors. It wasn't coming together. So I had to bring some things in from my stash. So these are from our purchase. From my stash, I brought in some of these little baby red crystals. I brought in some crimp bead spacers. I also brought in some of these. I don't know if we're going to be using them, but these two reds looked really nice together. We also have some small black beads here. So we have some small, these are like a 3mm or a 4mm, I think they're a 3, black drock. And we also have these black bicones. They're both check glass. I have some of these spacers, and I'll show you why. And I'm also bringing in, now I don't know if I'm going to bring in, but I have some green aventurine rounds, and I have some coins. I'm not sure if we're going to bring these in, but we're definitely going to be using the spears in the onyx and the aventurine. So these spacers, as you guys can see, they have that, that patina, which I kind of think is a very Tibetan thing. So I also found us a pendant, my friends. And so this is a little fish. And he's got some holes down here, so we're going to have some dangles. And he's also got a little hole in the middle, so we're going to have to figure out something to dangle there. And then he's just going to slide on. Now, guys, I did not patina this. I'm not really sure where this piece came from, but this is how I found it in my stash. It was already patinaed, as well as the spacers. So we have those. So I did put together a few little things just to see if I like these colors together. So I did make some dangles already for our for our dude. For our dude here. So let's put him together and then we can decide on how we want to string our guy, how we want to do it. So these dangles basically, I did arrange them in a way. So this one has the triangle. So this is our basic pattern that we're going with. So I have these little drops, and if my phone will focus, I can also bring those in. So basically these little drops, these are a check glass drop. And they're in this like black and kind of like burnished gold little finish there. So I brought those in. I thought those were really pretty. I also have rounds in the same kind of colorway, but I'm not sure if we're going to use those. So basically I brought in, I did a drop. I did a little crimp bead. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm having really bad brain fog today. We also have a crystal, and I wrapped those on a drop. And then here we have a triangle, a red bead, and a black bead. Now, I did alternate these. So this is the middle dangle. So the next dangle up, I put the triangle bead in the middle, and then in the last dangle, we put the triangle bead at the top. So this way we kind of have like the triangle bead is like graduating down. So that's what we have. And then we're going to make one together. I just thought that was pretty. I just thought it was a pretty little, I don't know, friends. I'm just trying to be special. Just trying to be different, right? Just trying to be different, okay? So we're going to grab a head pin. I have a ball head pin here in this antique bronze color. We're going to drop our drop on. And this is as far as I got design-wise. I'm still not really sure how we're going to string this up, but this was just... this was just my little way of, okay, and what is this one? Oh, that's right, we're making a dangle. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, I forgot. So this is the dangle. And then we're going to do a wrap loop. Now, guys, these head pins are pretty thick. These are like I don't know, I think that they're like an 18, maybe a 20 gauge, but they're pretty stiff. So I'm just going to do a couple wraps. I'm just going to do a couple wraps here. Like 2 or 3. It's like 2.5, honestly, because this head pin is very, very rigid, which is good. I mean, I like a good rigid head pin sometimes, but okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap it. 1, 2, and I'm just going to go ahead and complete this with my fingers because I've done a curly Q. Now, we don't want to overwrap because we don't want to, of course, crush that little crystal up there that's at the top. Okay, and then I don't know why my cutters are all the way over here. We're going to cut that. Okay, and then we're going to be very careful as we find that edge to tuck in because we don't want to crack that crystal. Because guys, when I was playing around with these dangles, I was actually using seed beads instead of the crystals, and I cracked and broke 2 seed beads, so that was kind of sad. Okay, and now for this guy, this is what we have. And I'm going to take these guys off right now, and I'm going to open this. This is an eye pin. I'm going to open this eye pin up, and then I'm going to insert our drop. Let's go this side. Okay, and then like I said, we're going to stagger the triangle. So with this one, we're going to do, looks like red bead first. And then we're going to do one of these little crimp beads. And then we're going to do the... Saved by the boobs. Once again, friends, once again. Where's your hole? When working with small black beads, I often find myself asking that question. Where, oh where, art thou whole? Okay. So that's what we have for this guy. And now I'm going to find which way is the front. So we're going to say that's the front, and then we're going to go ahead, I'm actually going to turn around, and we're going to make our bend. And so we're just making simple loops here, and I'm going to make bends going in the same direction. There's a little moth in here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to make bends going in the same direction on this eye pin, so then our loop is front facing. So we're going to go ahead and bend, bend, bend. And then I'm going to want to cut this with enough room because I need to, this is kind of thick right here. These loops are kind of in a thick area. So I want to make sure that we are respecting that. And we're making big enough loops, right? Big enough loops that will accommodate that area. Okay. Well, about this big. Not a huge loop, but a nice loop so everything will hang nicely. All right, let's put our, let's make sure all of our eye pins are still closed. Everybody's going in the right direction. All right, let's assemble this guy. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to start from one side out. I'm going to open this which way? Okay, oops, that's fine. Oops. Is that the... Okay, I'm going to open that up, and then we are going to put it on this first, on the first opening. You know what? I'm going to have to use these pliers because it's a little bit small in there to get that closed. This is why you want to make decent size loops when you're using stuff like this. You know, when you're connecting, when you're not using jump rings and you're just connecting straight on. Sorry about all that noise. So let me see. And I did not connect these before, so I wasn't sure if I was going to like that distance, but that's not bad. It's not bad. Let's put the next one on, see how that goes. Okay. And again, we're going to go ahead, find the next hole, put that in there. And kind of try to keep it from flipping so we can close it. Okay, make sure that's a nice close. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I think that's going to be so cute the way we staggered the triangles, the bicones rather. That's going to be good. Sometimes, guys, I get really bright ideas every so often. And this necklace is, I understand these colors, this design. It's probably not going to be for everybody, but I'm really trying to complete this challenge. And I think that this might be a good Tibetan style look. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to hit the mark on this one, but we are going to try, right? If we don't, we're going to go down in a ball of flames. Glorious, glorious flames, my friends. Not for the weak. Flames that are not for the weak. Okay. And now let's take a look at this pendant and see if we like it. Oh, I think that's so look how pretty it is since we staggered those triangles. I think that looks really, really good. Hopefully you can see this. That's so pretty. Okay, I love it. I love that. I love that look. I think that's really nice. We also have to do something in the middle. There's not a lot of space there, so we can't, I don't think that will work. I think these coins, let's see. So coin is like this. The coin might work. Let's try a coin. I think let's pick out a small coin here. These coins are so pretty. Pick out a smaller one. The smallest one we can find, friends. That one's kind of small. That one's kind of small. I think this one's good. Okay. And these are like a long drilled coin, so they're gonna go long ways, which is nice. All right, let me find another head pin. I know I have one somewhere. I don't know if we want to use we'll see if the ball head pin will fit, because we might want to use just a flat head pin, because I don't know, we're kind of in a small area there, so let's just find out. There's our coin. Oh, it's got like a little point in the back. That's cute. You see that? That's cute. Oh, really? It was my dog. Okay. And we're just going to do a simple loop. So we're going to bend, bend, bend. And then we're gonna cut. We don't need a huge loop here because we want it to fit in there. That might be too big, actually. Let's just cut this down just a tiny bit. We don't want to make it so small that we have trouble getting that loop in there, but we also want to keep it small enough that it will fit properly. Okay, that was awful. That was the worst loop ever, my friends. I think it's too big anyway. Oh my God, what was I doing there? Well, let's just see. I think that's going to be way too big. Yeah, that's way too big. Okay. Well, that's okay. We can also, if we want it, to dangle, we can keep that for an eye pin. Maybe we can dangle just a red crystal. What do we think about that? Red crystal. Do a red crystal. And then we can do one of these. Let's see, that might be too big. Yeah, that's too big. I'll go a little out of control there. Let's try one of these. Where's your hole, sir? Do. Maybe we just do a red crystal. Let me do that. What do you think about that? Okay, let's just lock that one in. We're going to lock that one in, friends. Okay, and then we're just going to bend. And again, we're going to go ahead. And we don't need a terribly large loop. That's too big, probably. Let's try. Let's cut that one down a little bit. Okay. And then, oh, sorry, guys. And then we're going to roll that beautiful bean footage. And hopefully this is a little bit nicer of a loop. Oh, look, it is. Oh, that's sweet. That's a sweet little loop. Okay, let's break that neck a little, center it up. And since we have that crimp bead at the top, we have to make very sure that we're keeping that closed. It's a little wonky, but that's okay. There we go. That's not terribly wonky. Okay. Let's open this up and pray for the best, my friends. Oh my goodness, this is... Okay. Let's just maybe go this way, right? Okay, we're in there. Now we're just going to close this, making sure... Maybe putting the crimp bead on the top wasn't the smartest move. Because we got to make sure we're closing. This is very finicky work in here, friends. But I think we got it. Is the crimp bead in? Are you in, sir? Are you straight? That's the point. Okay. Okay. So there we got it. Okay. I like it. We just got a little dude in the middle there. That's fine. Now, friends, it comes the time that we have to figure out stringing. So we have our soft flex in the antique bronze. Let's grab two. Oh, I didn't bring a clasp over or anything. Oh my gosh, I'm just so not prepared. Do we want to? I guess we'll use the gold crimp tubes. They're the closest. They're the closest in color. Okay. Oh, guys, understand. Look at my wrist. You can't really see it, but I burned myself making bacon yesterday. just FYI. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you. I just did. Because I like to share. I like to share, friends. All right. Let me go ahead and grab my tape measure. And also, how are we going to... I gotta be right back, guys. I'm gonna go look for some kind of a closure real quick. Okay, friends, and we're back. And I got either... This is very Tibetan. This screams Tibetan, in my opinion. So we have either this guy or we have a hook. We'll have to see. I'm thinking this one screams Tibet. I don't know. I think so. Let's do that one. The hook might be fun too, but I don't know, friends. I don't know. All right. So... let's measure our wire. And so I'm thinking I want this to be about because we don't need this to be terribly long. So I'm thinking maybe about 19 or 20 inches. So let's cut about 20 inches of bead string and wire just to be on the safe side. Make sure I'm on the right side, guys, or else I'll be cutting like 40 inches. Okay, we're just going to cut about there. It's like 21, but that's okay. We'll scale back down here to 20. There we go. All right. There's our 20 inches of wire, I believe. Anyway, let me just double measure. It's a little bit more than 20 because I started it up here, but that's okay. All right, let's just go ahead and sorry, had to do it. Jody she created a monster with that thing, guys. We had to do it. All right. So also, this guy back here has a pretty big bail. So I did bring some. Where did I put those beads? So I had brought some of these over. These are just 8.0, I think. 6.0 rather. Preciosa. Yeah, this is 6.0. And this just little matte black color. So I just thought we could use this to kind of string that portion onto. This might be too many, but I just want to see how that looks. Is that big enough? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. Let's do one more. Let's see how we like that. And you won't really even see those, will you? Well, maybe we just do those two. We'll do those. We'll just do, how many do we have back here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. So we have 5. Okay. Okay. Now let's put these back. Let's put them over here for now. Okay. All right. So that's our pendant. And then I guess maybe we can start with, we'll put a red one on each side. I don't know if you'll even be able to see them. Just I need a red bead. You know, guys, I should have looked through my other check glass for red beads, but I kind of wanted to keep the red beads as more of a, oh, that's good. You'll just see the little peak of them. I kind of wanted to keep the red beads as like an accent color. All right, so should we do another red bead? Should we do spacer? And we're not going to use these throughout the whole piece, but we are going to use a good amount of these. And then we'll do another, we'll do 2 more of these. Or 1 more rather on each side. If we can string them. So guys, what have you been up to? I hope you guys had a great weekend. My weekend was pretty good. It was pretty good. I started my earrings yesterday, my Halloween earrings. I think I've got 10 pair done. And I'm trying to make them all a little bit different. So, yeah. Okay. And now I think I'm going to put this spacer here. And that will kind of, that will close everybody in, keep everybody in their place. How do we like that? Oh, yeah, that's cute. Okay, that's really cute. Okay, so now we're going to start stringing our beads. Now, I guess I should have, measured these out. Well, that's okay, guys. Okay, so these 2 look good. There are 2 little bit of bigger ones, so let's put a seed. We're going to put these red seed beads, I think, in between them. and see how that looks. And that will just give us that little pop of color, right? That little pop of Tibetan, because I think, I don't know, I think red is a good Tibetan color. I could be wrong. I use like reds and turquoises. I don't know. I know they use like the Tibetan spacers and all that, so I know that a lot of, they use a lot of the metals and stuff in that style. Is this one going to be big enough? Do we have a thicker one? Do we have a thicker one? I need a big old thickin'. I need a big old thickin'. How about this one? This one might not be long enough. That one's not long enough. This is the one thing about working with these. It's like, oh, I gotta kind of match them up. I think that one will work. Oops, that one's kind of thick. Not as long, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. That's going to be real different, friends. It's going to be real different, I think. All right. And now we're going to, oh my goodness. I'm going to cut this. There's a little dude here. There we go. Now I think we're going to do a black one. Oh my goodness. Like, seriously. What's the problem is? Okay, friends. Just get another bead call. It's fine. Oh my goodness. What is your deal, bro? Cut that on a little angle. Maybe that'll work. Sometimes you just gotta talk nice to them, and then they'll go on. All right, so let's try some black ones here. So let's find two thickens. That one's pretty thick. That one's pretty thick. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, those two are pretty good. So let's put those on. Oh, guys, I'm all thumbs today. See how that looks? Oh, that's cute, guys. This is a really different necklace. I've never made anything like this in my life, and I'm here for it. I love that. I hope Chrissy loves it. She's our contest extraordinaire. She runs all the business over there. The contest, all this stuff. I hope she likes it. It's definitely going to be different, friends. It's definitely going to be different. Okay. So I guess we go for, should we do like, you know, I have the clear ones too. How do we feel about throwing clear ones in here as well? Oh, where did I put them? Sorry, guys. I just like, oh, I think I put them back in the bag. Hold on one second. Here's our crimping pliers. We might need those. Here's these pliers. We might need those. Okay, let me see. Because I know I put them in a little bag. Oh my gosh, do I have to dump all these out? Carl, what'd you do with them? I'm not sure, friends. They were here. I had the crystal ones. And I thought oh, I found them. I did. I put them in a bag. Let's just see what that one looks like. Why not? Why not, friends? We got them, right? We might as well just see. That's a good one. Nice and thick. And in the best possible way, friends. I made it most respectfully, nice and thick. Okay, let's try. If we don't like them, we don't like them, you know? I wish I knew which way this one went. Interesting. Interesting. If I had them in red, that'd be great. Actually, I think I'm going to leave the clear out. I think we're just going to continue with the black and the green. Okay, so we got to find two more green ones. About the same size. Those two look good. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. And I don't mind that they're like a little bit off in size. That doesn't really bother me too much. Okay. Put a spacer down there. And then, what about this one instead? That one was a little... Oops. This way, Kyle. String it on this way. All right. Put a little spacer action. And then we're going to just do a couple more, guys. We're not going to do the whole necklace in the spears. Just like the front portion. We're going to do a couple more, but then we're going to finish it with some of these other round shapes. Yes, round shapes. Okay. So now we're doing black. Let's see if we can find some long ones. Those might be a cute set. That'll be a cute set. Or this one. Okay. And then a space red seed bead. I like that we're keeping our reds in here as well. That's fun. I'm going to put it on this way. This guy's a little irregular, but he's pretty. All right. And then we're going to find two more green ones. I think these two black ones will be good for the next one. They look pretty even. All right. So we got this guy. About these two guys. Oh, this was a long one. We should have put this one in the front right there. That's okay. That's okay. Let's find two long ones. We might want to make earrings. I don't know. How long do we want this video call? Pretty long, friends. Pretty long. Oh, these two will look good. I think that's a good pair. Okay. Works for me. Oh, except where is your drill hole? Is that your drill hole in the middle? Oh, that's not going to work for me. That's sad that that drill hole is in the middle. I don't understand that one. All right. What about these two? Oh, these two might work. Where's your drill hole? Oh, no. Well... Some of them are all the way in the middle. I don't really want a middle drill hole. I kind of want it closer to the top. This one's closer to the top. At least I thought it was. There it is. Dude, where is you? Where's your hole? Oh, you're on the other side. I'm on the wrong side, friends. I was on the wrong side. I don't know. You drilled too far up top. What about this guy? Well, I guess we can use some of the shorter ones now. This one's really pretty green. All right, and let's grab another black set. So we have this set right here. Actually, I might want to grab a shorter set. Oh my goodness, friends. Cock just cannot make up her mind. I want them to look nice. Okay, those two are fine. And I think this might be our last one, and then we will finish the rest in different shapes. Okay. And then we'll measure, see where we're at. This is what we have. Okay, let's see about how long we're at. So we're at about 5 inches. I'm just going to hold it on my neck real quick just to see if I want to add more of those. 5 inches. Well, maybe we just add one more set. I know, guys, I know. I'm sorry. Look for some little shorter ones. I'm also looking for an earring pair too. Okay, these two will be good. I like that side better, I guess. Okay. And then I think we'll do one more set of black, and then we will start on the rest of the stringing. Or do we want to stop here? You know what? Maybe we'll start our stringing, guys. So let me clear up some of these beads here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I almost missed that one. So this is what you have. And full disclosure, I did come back here and I changed it out to the red seed beads because I didn't like how the 6/0s were a little too round, and it just wasn't moving nicely on there. So I did change that out, and then I dropped a bicone on there. So just a small edit. All right, so here we are, and I do want to put one of these on this end. And my first, since we ended on the green here, my first instinct is to use, and where did I put them? The big onyx beads. I had to put them aside. Did I put them back in the bag? Oh my gosh, Carl, why would you do that? You know you wanted to use them. Didn't we have bigger onyx beads here, friends? I can't find them. Where'd they go? Maybe it was just in my imagination, but I thought we had... Did I drop them? I thought we had a bag of bigger onyx beads. Maybe that was my imagination, because I'm not seeing them. There's blue ones. Okay. No. Okay, I guess... All right, friends, that's fine. But that's okay, because we have these black ones. For some reason, I thought that there was... maybe not. I thought there was regular drucks in that bag. Oh, my gosh, my friends, they're right there. Carl, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Okay. So I think I want to, do we want to start with this guy? And then we can do this guy. Maybe do a red one in between. I can't believe I was looking for them and they were right there. I knew I wasn't going crazy though. I was like, I know. That's cute. I was like, I know we had them at one point. And I think we're actually going to do a couple of these. But my question is, do we want to... Yeah, I think we want to space them out with spacers. Do we want to use the red? Yeah, I think we should. I think we should use the red. Since we don't have any more crystals in here. We might put more crystals in here, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay. Just do a couple of these. Let me do a couple on this side. And let's do one more. Or do you think that's too much black? Because we also have some green aventurine rounds as well. Ooh. Ooh, we could, you're right. We could do that. Let's see how that looks. I think they're about the same size. I don't know, friends. Is that too patterny? How do we feel about that? I don't know. I kind of like it. Let's go with it. Let's do this side. That's really pretty, right? Okay. I'll go with that. I'm wondering, do I want to bring in any of these red beads or any of these coins? Maybe we do just a couple more of these. One more spacer. And an onyx. Spacer. Just do that. Okay. Aventurine. Spacer. Onyx. And then we'll measure. Spacer. All right. Let's see how long this is. And I'm going to guess this is about 12 inches or so. It's a little bit over 10. It's okay, friends. It's okay. So we figure 10, so it's a little over 10 inches. So we need another 4 inches on each side. Okay. Okay, so what if we do one more of these? Or should we do this? Let's do that. Oh, that's right. We're using these spacers. Okay. Just to bring in that beautiful pop of red. Sorry if I'm all crooked, guys. Okay. That's what we have. Let me do some of these bicones. And then maybe a coin. Kind of start a new, like size pattern. Let's see. That's cute, right? I think it's cute. We can do that. Coin, bead. Oh, we forgot a spacer. And then, friends, and then what we can do is maybe we can put a crystal. See if that doesn't look too far out there. So what if we, see, these are so small. I feel like, yeah, I think we're just going to continue with the bicone. So the red is pretty much just mostly an accent color, which I'm okay with. Oops. So it's mostly about the green and the black. Okay. We'll do one more bicone here. Oops. One more bicone. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we need another bicone on this side. I am looking forward to this week. Oh, guys, did you catch the Customer Appreciation Week? I made all 3. I was so proud of myself today. I made all 3. I was like, yes. I was a little late to Kristen's, but I did make it. So that's what I'm going to try to do this week, guys. I'm going to try to make some of these Customer Appreciation Week videos, lives, because they're so much fun to watch, and we learn so much. Plus getting to see all of our besties over there, right? I see you guys all in the chats. And I love hanging out with you guys. It's just so much fun. All right, so that's what we have, and I like that. So I think, let's measure, because I think we're going to finish with the crystal, maybe the crystals and the small rounds. We're just going to kind of graduate the size on down. Okay, so we got about 14 inches here. 14, 15, 16. So we need about another 4 inches. Let's do another one of these coins on each side. Okay, and the spacer. All right. And a spacer. And now I think we're just going to do these small rounds. Put a couple out here. Have them mixed in there with my bicones. I think we're just gonna do just the rounds, and then we'll break it up with a spacer. But I think that's how we're gonna finish the length. Let's see how that looks, because I'm pretty sure I have enough. Yeah, I think that will look good. I think that will look good. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the length off camera because we don't need to be here all day, and then we'll be right back. All right, friends, and here we go. And this is about 18 inches in length. So by the time we add on our toggle and we crimp, we're probably looking at maybe close to 20 inches, which is perfect. That's about what I had wanted. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so let's go ahead and crimp, my friends. And I don't think we're going to make earrings. Although, I mean, what kind of earrings would you wear with this? Maybe like a simple, I don't know, something. But we're not going to make earrings today, friends, because it's getting late and this video is getting very long. So we're going to go ahead and put our crimp tube on, and I am going to directly crimp the toggles right onto our bead stringing wire. This is soft flex, so this is the good 0.19 in diameter, so it's nice and thick. I don't think we have to worry about that, but we do want to we kind of want to leave ourselves a nice little loop there. So this way, it's the toggle's easier to use if there's a little bit more space. Okay, so we're just going to bring our magical crimping pliers in, making sure maybe a little tiny bit smaller. So about right there. That's looking good. Put that in there. Make sure we're lining that up. Make that loop a little bit bigger again. And we're going to go ahead and lock that in. And then you'll have this little square guy. Looks like a ravioli. And then we'll put him on the rotisserie. And then we're going to make him look like a little ball. It's going to look like a pretty little gold bead there at the end of our necklace. Nobody will know it's a crimp. Everybody will be like, oh, that's just such a pretty little gold bead. There it is. Okay, let's give that a tug test. And we made our loop about this big, which I think that will give us a lot of maneuvering room in there. I'm just going to see if this guy will tuck, and he won't, because I cut that really short. That's okay, friends. Let's get in there to this little tail, because it will not, that bead is not big enough for, oh no, where did it go? That's not good. All right, that's what we have. So let's bring this guy down. Oh, here it is, good. So I was like, Mike's going to get that and he's going to eat it, and that's not going to be good. I'm just going to put it right on there. All right, so bringing everything down, bring it down, bring it down. Let's put it here. Let's lay this around so this way we are not crimping a crunch. And let's get rid of that cat hair. And then put this toggle portion on. And then bring this back down. Through that. And again, this won't fit through that bead there. That's okay. So we are just going to bring our crimp down to the bead. We're going to make sure that loop is similar to the other loop. We kind of want them to match a little bit. Okay. Just make that one a little bit smaller. We make it smaller by pulling this wire here. A little bit smaller. Okay. And I'm going to hold all this together, and then we're going to crimp. Okay. Let me get that box shape. Oh, she's in there. Thought I could pull it down and give myself a little bit more room, but she's in there. That's okay. Okay, let's give that a circle. We're going to give that a whirly-dirl. It's a whirly-swirly. We're going to give it a swirly-whirl. Do, 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 until we like that shape. And you'll know too, guys, because you won't feel the metal moving around in there anymore, so you will know that that is good and crimped. Okay, and we're going to cut that part off. And here is our super funky, guys, I think it's kind of funky. I've never made a necklace like this before, but I think it's also super cool. Let me pull you guys up a little and see what you think. We'll put it on the we'll put it on the palette for a perusal. Okay, there we go. Let's get the palette out. Oh, that's some. I gotta start putting it somewhere else, friends, because where I keep putting it keeps getting like little cat fuzzies. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so different. Sometimes, guys, sometimes you just, you just have to go outside of your comfort zone and make some cool stuff that you never made before. Just trying to set this out nice for your perusals. All right, friends. We're just fixing our little dangles. Oh my goodness. You guys. Okay. Here we go. For your perusal. Look how pretty. I love this little focal. I like how the triangle, like how I keep calling them triangles, how the bicones, how we graduated them down into a V like that. I think that's pretty cool. I like that little bit of flourishing. Do, 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 do. What do we think, guys? Is it a Tibetan-ish? Is it Tibetan-ish is the question. It doesn't have to be like full Tibetan. Is it Tibetan-ish? That would just make me happy if it was just a little bit. All right, my loves, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. It's pretty late. I think it's like midnight or so. So y'all are probably sleeping. So I hope you have a great day tomorrow, my friends. I hope it is the most amazing Tuesday ever in the world. And I will catch you guys over in the Softflex YouTubes for the customer appreciation. Guys, I'll leave the Softflex YouTube in the description box in case you guys don't know what that's about. Come hang out with us. There's a whole schedule on the Softflex Facebook group if you guys want to hang out in the customer appreciation. And then we'll be back tomorrow night with a new video, and we're going to do some more fun stuff. But until then, my friends, you keep on planting your magical beans, keep being kind to yourselves and each other, and yeah, and just whatever it is that you're going through, my friends, whatever is going on, you've got this. You've got this. Okay, loves. Till next time. Bye.